Okay, today we are making our basic fried rice. So why should you check this recipe out? What makes this recipe ideal? I don't know about you, but I enjoy Chinese food to take out just as much as anyone, but it can be a bit pricey. So if you have a few ingredients that you pre-make ahead of time, you can put this together and then really have a great savings. So this starts off with, first notably, I want to say cold rice. So when you're cooking meals, if you include rice in any of those meals, do a little extra. 2 or 3 cups, depending upon your family size, would really be ideal because this recipe starts off with cold rice. The rice has got to be cold for the best results. So to that, for this recipe, we're just going to do some chopped vegetables. So any vegetables that you have at home would work, anything that you've had really left over. I've got fresh veggies here, but any veggies that you've already cooked and just need to reheat actually is going to cut down the prep time and the cook time dramatically. I've got some onions, one scrambled egg, and then some garlic powder and onion powder. And that's about it. And of course you can customize this with the protein. You can add some chicken, some beef. Of course, if you got like leftover rotisserie chicken, some diced chicken breast will really work in this. So really it's a good recipe. So let's get started. So we're gonna first, I've already added about a tablespoon of oil to my saute pan, and I'm gonna go in with these veggies. I want to do the onion first to get that going. Get all that out of there. And start getting those cooked. Now, I'm going to go ahead because my carrots are going to take a little longer because these are fresh veggies. So I really want to be sure I have a good color balance. So I've got my green broccoli, yellow bell pepper, orange carrots, and then my white cauliflower. So I think that's about good. So right around 2 cups is good. If you have a little less, a little more, it's perfectly fine because of course always the more veggies the better. So I'm going to let that rest so that it can cook. And then we will go on to our next ingredient. So I'll be right back. Give this a minute to cook. Okay, we are back and our veggies are nicely sauteed. So the next step in this ingredient is to get our rice in. And remember, we started with cold rice. So we want to bring that temperature up. And then we're going to add to it some of our stir-fry sauce. So about 2 tablespoons. We're going to get that mixed really, really well. And then we're going to go on with our garlic powder and our onion powder. Now you notice we did not add any salt to this. So what I would recommend you do is if you feel compelled to add some salt, first taste it and then add the salt. Because of course our beef bouillon salt-free is going to add some flavor to it. We've got the garlic powder and onion powder, which is always good. And then of course we've got the sauteed onions here in the dish. Okay, so let me get the rest of this off of my spatula. There we go. So I'm going to cover this, let it heat all the way through, and then we'll finish it off with our egg. So just give me a minute and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So we have gotten this dish near completion. So for a quick review, we've got our veggie sauteed, we've got our rice added, we've got our stir fry sauce added as well. And so to top it off, all we needed is that egg. So what we're gonna do is make a well in the middle. I'm gonna pour it in here. And we're gonna let that egg cook. And then we're gonna scramble it inside and then blend it throughout the dish. So let me get this scrambled. All right, it is scrambling. Leave it alone, let it get a minute to cook. And then we're gonna be done. So again, this is great for a Saturday afternoon lunch. Here we go, here we go. Get this stirred in, okay, there we go. Or a quick, easy weeknight meal. And again, if you need the protein, go in with some chicken breast. You can, of course, add some beef tips, or maybe even some ground beef as well. Ground turkey would work. Okay, there we go. We're gonna get that all turned and blend it. Okay, I'm liking this. Let me get the rest of this off the back of the spatula. So that is all in there. All right, so my heat can come off now. Let me grab my plate over to my right. Get this out the way. All right, so now it's time to plate it up. Now, one thing I add is that these veggies kind of have like a small chop. If you're going to serve this to your kids and they don't really want to see those big pieces of carrots, do a fine dice. But I kind of like to see it. Oh, I ain't got no broccoli in there. Let me do that. There we go. All right, and there is our basic stir fry. All right, so thank you so much for joining me again. Take care, and we will be back again at Central State University Extension. Thank you. Bye-bye.